Hello guys, I'm Gaku Nemoto, and for my final project, I used Power BI to take a closer look at the top 50 first food chains in the United States. So my goal was pretty simple. Like I wanted to see like who's leading the market and how different chains run their stores and how things changed from 2020 to 2021. So this first chart shows the top 10 first food chains by total US system-wide sales. As expected, McDonald's leads by a large margin, and followed by Starbucks and then Chick-fil-A. So these three chains dominated by market in the terms of revenue and reflecting like their strong national presence and brand loyalty. And then like I checked out the average sales per location. This is where it gets interesting. Like Chick-fil-A has way fewer stores, but their per unit sales are super high. And like it just shows how well they operate at each location and like efficiency really matters. And this chart breaks down how each brand handles its stores, whether they franchise or company owned. And like for example, Subway is mostly franchised like over 95%. On the other hand, like Starbucks keeping things in-house with mostly company-owned location. It really shows how different brands choose between growing first and keeping tight control over operation. And so this chart shows how many stores each brand had in 2021, along with how much the number changed from 2022. Popeyes and the Wingstop really stood out. Like they added a lot of new locations, even with everything going on during the pandemic. On the other hand, some of the bigger chains like Subway actually had a fewer stores than the year before. Maybe because the market's changing or they've just expanded too much over time. And so one big thing I noticed is that being huge doesn't always mean better performance. Chick-fil-A doesn't have a most locations, but their sales per store are incredible. It's a really it's a real example of quality over quantity, and the brands like Popeyes and the Wingstop are clearly on the rise and expanding first. While Subway's a small decline might be a sign they're losing ground. And when you look at how each brand mixes franchise and the company owned stores, you can see how their strategies differ. And overall, this helped me understand what actually drives success in such a competitive industry. So in the conclusion, this project gave me a clear view of how first food chains operate, grow, and compete. Using Power BI, I was able to turn raw data into a visual insights and help me better understand the trends, performance gaps, and the business strategies. Overall, this experience improved my skills in the data analyst, dashboard creating, and then presenting real-world insights. And yeah, so that is it. And thank you for watching.